Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever try to shoutcast a gigantic game. This is a VOD of the Guardian Arena event. We have Renegades versus another team. So the team compositions are Samurai Ed on Charnock, Doug on Zenobia. Let's see. Let's wait a second. It was Kitten Laser on Margrave, Jaden on Imani, and Dragonok, or better known as Scoochie, on Wu. So we will be watching from Samurai Ed's perspective on this Charnock right here, and we'll be playing on Ghost Reef. And Ghost Reef is a map that isn't very liked by many people because it revolves around like poking a lot and fighting a lot. So what we'll be seeing here in the first minute or something, that both teams are trying to poke each other out and trying to catch someone out. So if we look at the creature setup from Renegades here, we'll see that they run a double bloomer, one on Vista and one on Gavin. These points allow them to fall back on the point and heal and siege very easily. So the Vista bloomer is mainly for the Imani to fall back on, so she can heal once she gets poked out. The Cavern bloomer is pretty nice because it summons a heal pool really close to the intake point. So what we'll see here is indeed that they are trying to poke people out. And we'll see Voxel on this Margrave getting really low, getting super chunked out, slowed by the Zenobia, and then picked up by Kitten Laser on the other Margrave with the Hellburst. Then Zero on Voden is also getting caught off, getting slowed by the Zenobia, and also picked off eventually. So this means that RNG is getting a very, very comfortable power lead at the moment, so they can just sit back, wait for their orbs together, and they will probably get this push. Jolt Energy is in the meantime getting chunked out, so he has to leave the fight. Filka Punch is getting picked off in the back by Kitten Laser, and this will give Renegades the push. Let's see if they can actually make anything from this, because another team is up in its entirety, so everyone's alive. Speed boost goes on. They're trying to poke a little bit, so they can actually try to move in for this wound. It all depends on what another team has put on Reactor, though. If they put a Cerberus there, or a Cyclops, I'm sorry, then they'll need to use some super jumps. Do they have any? Or some dashes to get up? I guess they have a Bloomy here since this pool is lying down. So Renegades is just gonna, very likely, just gonna bomb rush this wound with 4 people. And very likely gonna get it as well. Since another team is very little shield. So this is pretty much indefensible if a team actually commits for this. We'll see if another team is able to pick up some kills on the back of this. Jolt Energy going really ham on, who's that on Kitten Laser on Margrave, but he should be able to get out unless he gets CC'd here. So I get it really low by the Charnock and actually picked off. Yes. He seemed to be in a weird position there. Jolt Energy actually picking up Doug the Doug, and Samurai Ed falling to Layron, actually. Like, the Griffin is too strong with the laser rays. So Jaden survived. This mean that RNG doesn't get the respawn penalty on getting wiped. So if you get wiped, you get, if I remember correctly, like 10 seconds on everyone's respawn timer, which sucks a lot. Another team will be able to pick up this Bloomer to counter this, but a big flame on at least 3 people will get Sonai, Voxel, and Zero, was it, out of the fight immediately. Sonai falling, actually. Voxel getting pulled in the meantime, so he will surely go down. Will he, though? He managed to survive. And Renegades should be disengaging here. That Kitten Laser, got caught in the meantime. Filka Punch getting picked off with the Mani and the Wu. Sonai mainly between 3 people at the moment, getting junked out. He has to leave, fall back to his Bloomer, heal up a little bit. So yeah, what I said, a lot of fighting in this map as soon as we get past that first stage of poking. What we'll probably see now is that the game will reset a little bit. Oh, actually, another team got the push. I completely forgot to mention that. Oh well. So Renegades also has a bloomer on Cavern, so the Cavern passage is pretty well. Like it's pretty possible to go through there if you actually want to. So let's see how another team is trying to get this wound. We'll see. We see one guy going through the Oasis on the Cerberus of Renegades. Foxel getting stunned by Kitten Laser focus. Zero gets caught. Foxel really low. Charnock's really chasing this guy really far, but the final deflect shield is making him survive. So another team wasn't able to pick up the wound. But this guy in the back is gonna fall. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Jolt. I think that would be logical. That was Stornai. Alright. Stornai dead in the back. So Renegades with a really comfortable power lead right now. So they can just poke out a little bit. Maybe get a few catches, but they don't really have to do much. Jolt getting pulled off the balcony by Scoogy. And picked off. So Renegades should be able to get this bloomer now. That'll give them quite the big lead in this round. And will give them a lot of space to do shit. Fox actually trying to initiate on Renegades here, but it's 4v2, so it's 5v2 actually. So it's gonna be pretty difficult to stay this off. Another team will probably secure the orb though, and that's the most important part, but they lost their bloomer, so they all need to resummon that. So Renegades with a really comfortable power lead at the moment. They might even try to siege intake at the moment, but I think they're just gonna sit back. Save their Cavern from getting backcapped by Filka Punch probably. Yep, Filka Punch going down in the tent. And that was a nice try, but like in this situation, another team really has to do something, and otherwise like Renegades is just gonna get the push very safely. So in this position, you just wanna, if you are the team with the lead, you just wanna hold back, play very defensively, and wait for the enemy team to do stupid things and just get more free power. That's like it's the most important thing to do. So another team resummoned this bloomer. Charnock and Zenobia are really going for this. They might be able to pick this up. Zero in the back getting chunked out and has to run. Will he go down though? I think he survives. So Filko getting really low. Flame on misses completely though. That's too bad. Nice zoning area though. So Renegades will be able to pick up this wound, very likely, and very safely. Let's see if they stick around like the last time, and maybe another team can pick up some kills on the back of this. Charnock will probably go down towards to the overwhelming majority of another team here, and Scoochie is also still sticking around, but he just gave up on life and let himself get killed. So clash now. Let's see, the UI is really bugged, so we'll have to wait how the creature situation is going. I believe everyone's creature's up. Yeah. What we're actually seeing is that what is pretty curious is that actually no team upgraded their summons. That's like a pretty strange thing to see, honestly. I guess, at least not in Europe, we don't see it very often. People just don't upgrade their points. But I guess the NA people just value their focus a lot, so they just want to use it. Zero actually getting sniped by the Charnock. Yeah, that was a really nice fireball. But if North Americans seem to like save up their focus a lot, so they can use it in fights, and I guess that reasoning is very solid as well. Especially on this map, like where backcapping is not as easy to do, because if you try to backup, people are very soon to be on your. Like if you try to backup, people are really onto you very quickly, so it's very hard to do. RNG actually overextending a little bit, and Kitten Laser and Dr. Dog getting caught in the fight. Siri getting pulled in and actually blown up by the Wu and the Charnock actually. So this is a very close situation. So we might. This is why both teams need to do something to get the push. And actually Zero falls after he respawns to Jaden's Amani, so that will give Renegades the push and a chance to actually finish out this game very quickly. And they're charging on it with 5 people, so this is going to be pretty difficult to defend actually. John has his focus, so he's just going to drop it on the wound, getting really chunked out by the HK though. And will they finish it? Yes! Alright, that was a good game. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Feedback is very much appreciated. This was my first ever try of shoutcasting a gigantic game, so I'm sure there will be much to improve on. And I hope I can do this a little more. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.